Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. Welcome to Thursday, Tile of the Week, Thursday. Yeah, it's not the same when I do it, is it guys? But Mike is currently away for work, so you just have me this week. Sorry. Okay, so welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. There has been a few of you join my lovely Yarny family. Thank you so much. And if you are new here, please do stick around. You are welcome any time. Okay, so Tile of the Week Thursday. That is where we do one tile a week from this magnificent book, 100 Crochet Tiles, which you can find on Amazon. I'm not affiliated. I'm not asking you to go and buy it. I am just letting you know where you can grab it if you are interested. And I have set myself a challenge to make all 100. Yeah. Didn't know what I was setting myself up for. And in true Manfa style, I have forgotten what week we're on. So bear with me a second while I flick through. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is week 10, guys. We are a 10th of the way through. So this week we were making that tile there. Now, what can I say? There have been previous tiles that Mike and I have done from that book and we have detested every single second. There has also been tiles that we have absolutely loved. It's been a real mixed bag. Yeah. I didn't even give you the name of the tile. Sorry, guys. You'll have to bear with me. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, the 28th of September, 22. You'll be seeing this on Thursday, the 29th. But it is only just 9:30 in the morning. I've done the school run and I haven't even had my morning cup of tea yet. So bear with me. It is called Criss and the designer is Rachel or Rochelle Carmona. Oh, not my favourite, guys, not gonna lie. And if Mike was here, he would have his little fuming face on, bless him. So to cut a very long story slightly shorter, we try and get our tile of the week done over the weekend. Normally when we play Hobie Bingo on a Sunday, and sometimes it overlaps into Monday until it's done. Anyway, this week Mike is away for work. He left on Monday evening and he is not returning until Thursday evening. So this evening when you're watching this, but it's not this evening when I'm filming this. Anyway, so I was like, if we're going to have a tile to show, we're going to have to start working on it earlier so that Mike could get it done in time. However, I found myself distracted with other things. Obviously we've got 4 kiddos. They wanted some of my time. I was fulfilling that, and I basically, and I feel really guilty, gave Mike the book. He chose his yarn and I went, off you pop, crack on. If you need help, give me a shout. Yeah, that poor man, because I didn't start mine until a couple of days later, and for the 2 days that he was working on it, there was a lot of huffing, puffing, cursing, throwing it down in frustration, a lot of, why can't I do this? It should be so simple. I don't understand. And it should be simple, guys, because it is literally just single crochets and chains. Literally, that is all it is. I said to him, well, what are you doing? And there was a couple of times where I came and sat with him and I tried to look at it, and I don't know whether I had a mental block or whether I was just too distracted with other things. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. He couldn't wrap his head around it. Anyway, so he gave it a good go. Now, his first attempt did not work out right. He calls this his stringy tornado. because both sides are increasing when it should only be one. So he realised he was doing it wrong, put it down, started again. So that was fail number 1. The next one is much better, but it still isn't 100% correct. It got to the stage where he was just like, I'm done. I'm not even going to complete it. I'm running out of time. I've got a pack to go away. It isn't working. I don't understand why. And I think if we did have our normal time to craft together, maybe we would have figured it out. But actually, the day that he left, I had a day off work. And I sat there and I eventually figured it out, but I will get into my experience in just a second. So this is what Mike ended up with. I don't know whether I'm showing you the right side or not. I think I am. As you can see, very misshapen. It is curving here. It's supposed to be square. It was a very valiant attempt for someone who was left all on his own, trying to decipher symbols and words and all of those things independently when he is relatively new. So even though it is not correct, and even though he thinks it is a bag of rubbish, I am still proud that he persevered, he tried, he really did do his best. And yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. We have said that we will do 100 crochet tiles, but we have not promised that we will complete them every week. It got to the stage where I said it's not worth the frustration. It is not worth the negativity that goes with it. Just walk away. It's fine. I will explain to the good people of YouTube, our wonderful family members, how awesome you were to independently try by yourself and admit defeat. Because sometimes, guys, if you're not enjoying the crochet project or the knit project or whatever project you're working on, if you are not enjoying it, it is just not worth continuing. Because for me, my crochet is about relaxation, mindfulness, clearing my head of everything that's going on in the real world. It is my bliss. It is my zen. It is my craft. And if I am making something that is literally making me tear my hair out, curse, have a tantrum, and I had quite a few tantrums, I'm not gonna lie, I persevered and I completed it because I was stubborn, mainly. Not that I wanted to. I wanted to throw in the towel. But my stubbornness to not let it defeat me and also have something okay to show made me power through. But I did not enjoy any stitch of this tile. And we have a similar tile next week because it is from the same designer and it is the same, just single crochets and chains. So watch this space. We need to get through next week's and then we will be on plain sailing and hopefully loving this journey again. But Mike, you did so well considering you haven't been doing this long and I kind of left you all out at sea with nothing to cling on to. So there is no shame, and he walked away and it was the best thing and he can put it behind him. And now that I have figured it out, hopefully next week's, which is similar, we will be able to do together and we will be able to complete something. Okay, so let's get into my experience because I've almost already kept you for 10 minutes. So Mike used scrap DK, which is a lightweight 3 and a 4mm hook. I started with the same. I also had DK lightweight 3 scraps and a 4mm hook. That's not what my end tile turned out to be made out of. So I have several attempts here. There's one, because you're essentially making 2 different triangles and joining them together. Yeah, several attempts. So that's 3 attempts just here in my hands. There are other attempts that I obviously started frogged. I cannot tell you or express to you how many times I had to frog this darn thing. I don't know why a bunch of single crochets and chains were so hard. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't know what to tell you. I have not had things get to me like this in such a long time. And actually, when I completed the tile, which I'll show you in a minute, it killed my joy of crochet for at least 2 days. I did not pick up a hook again for 2 days. It just wound me up and frustrated me that much. Thankfully, though, I have picked up a hook again since. Anyway, so I showed you my 3 little scrappy abandoned attempts. There was probably another 3 or 4 attempts on top of these. And I thought, do you know what? I think the only way I'm going to conquer this is if I don't use acrylic, let's use cotton. So I dug out my cotton tote. I've got totes next to my yarn shelves here, and right at the bottom is a tote filled with cotton. So I got a lightweight 3 cotton, or 2 colours. I should have brought them over with me. Hang on, bear with me a sec, I'll go grab them. Okay guys, I am back. I should have brought them over with me and I didn't, but I've got them now. So yes, I dug around in my cotton tote and I found 2 beautiful colours of Drops Muscat. There is a pale pink and a light denim-y blue. The Drops Muscat is a mercerised cotton. It is 100% cotton. It's got the Ecotex. This is colour 76. And this is colour 05. Recommends 4mm needles. I would imagine the same crochet hook. 50 gram balls, which is 1.8 ounces, 100 meters, which is 109 yards. So I got out my cotton, or some of my cotton. I have many cottons, but I got these 2. And I attempted it again. And I started, and I frogged, and I started, and I frogged, and I started, and I frogged, and I started, and I frogged. And I carried on in that vein for several more attempts. I think in total I tried to do this and had to frog at least 12 times. So you can imagine the frustration is building, the irritation is building. Anyway, let's cut this short. Let's show you what I did end up making. Here it is, guys. I don't know if I'm showing you the right way. That's the right way. So, as you can see, it is kind of square. It's not completely perfectly square. I have got all the colour changes in there. I have got the principle of the tile contained. One thing I am not happy about is the turning chain on this triangle has made these weird bumps at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. That's obviously a tension thing. But yeah, single crochets and chains. 2 separate triangles made separately. Well, you make this triangle, and then you work this on the edge and work your way down to the corner. So yeah, I did it kind of, sort of, but it's wonky, it's knobbly, it's crap. But I've got something to show at least. So yeah, not my favourite, not something that I will be repeating in any rush. No way, no how. I've done it. I'm glad it didn't defeat me, but never again. And with the with this Drops Muscat cotton, even though it recommends a 4mm, in order for me to clearly see my stitches and know what on earth I was doing, I used a 5mm clover. So yeah, I did it all without the right yarn, the right hook. I did it all skew whiff and backwards, guys, but I managed to find something to show you. But yeah, Mike and I absolutely detested it. We've got to go through the agony of making a similar one next week. But then after that, we go to other types of tile. So what is coming up next week in week 11? As I said, it is very similar. It is called Point to Point, and it is from Rachel or Rochelle Carmona again. And this time we are making that one. So that is what is to come. That is our next challenge to defeat. Yeah. We'll get there. We will get there. And we're not going to enjoy every tile that's in this book, guys. There's 100 of them. There are a lot of them. But we are going to continue on this tile journey regardless. And we are going to power through the ones that we do not like as much. And we are going to love every second of the ones that we do. Because, hey, our craft is not guaranteed to go right every time. It's never going to be perfect. It is trial and error, and we'll get through it. We will. And next week Mike should be back to sing to you all again. So yeah, that is literally it. Basically summed up, I detested it, we both detested it, we both struggled. Mike didn't complete. I took about 12 to 15 times to repeat. What I've got ain't that great, but it's done, and we look forward to attempting it again in a slightly different fashion next week. So guys, that's it. That's all I can tell you. I don't want to put you off. Anyone who's making along with me, please let me know how you found this tile down in the comments. If I receive any pictures of anybody else's tiles that they have created, then I will of course have a community tab post that will land at the same time as this video. So do go over and check it out. As it stands at the moment, I don't have any pictures from anyone at the moment, which I don't know whether that means people have detested it and just not completed it, or whether they just skipped this one, or whether things have come up and they haven't got around to it, and it's absolutely fine. So there will either be some pictures or it will be just mine and Mike's, but that's cool too. We will continue this Thursday segment until all 100 tiles are done. And even if we have a bad experience, please don't be put off. Please do tune in every Thursday, because you never know. The next week we might turn around and say, we've had an epiphany. We now know what we're doing. We now love that, and we're going to repeat them, and we're going to make 100. I doubt it, but you never know, folks. You never know. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. Again, apologies that Mike is not with me, but he cannot physically be with me if he is in a completely different city. He is actually 2 hours away from where we live. So that is that. So come back next Thursday and see if we manage to conquer that one. And of course, we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for a crochet catch up. Did Mike get any crocheting done while he was away? Who knows? How much did Manfa get done? Who knows? Tune in tomorrow to find out, guys. Anyway, until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love ya.